Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to TQM Travels. Lisa and I are here at the Express Bus Terminal in Seoul. We're going to be taking a bus to Sokcho, a city east of South Korea. So we're going to be exploring the city today, checking out some local cuisine in the area. I think Lisa has a list of dishes she wants to try. And then tomorrow, while we're in that area, we're going to check out, I think it's pronounced Seoul National Park. So a lot of stuff to do in that area for a couple days. We're going to head into this bakery here behind me to get some snacks before we hit the road for a couple hours on the bus. Pretty excited because these Korean bakeries, man, they're so good. Highly recommended. Definitely look for some bakeries if you're here in Korea. They have the flakiest croissants you'll ever have. So let's get some breakfast and then we'll check in with you guys in Sokcho. Oh my God, so this express bus is so comfortable. I was passed out the entire journey so far. It's nice, we're a little over halfway through and we're at a little rest stop, getting some food, some more drinks, and then finish up the drive to Sokcho. All right, well, we have finally made it to Sokcho.
Did you already tell them we missed the bus?
I did not. Initially, we were planning on leaving at like 7 in the morning, but we got back to our hotel last night so late. We're like, screw that. We're waking up later, sleeping in. So we did have a bus reservation that we totally lost. And then we got the other one canceled. We'll see if we get any refund. I don't think we do because we missed it technically.
Technically, we actually missed it.
Yep. But we're here in Sokcho now. We're spending the afternoon here in the city. We are staying here at the With You guest house. So far, pretty nice, right? For a little hostel. This was a very affordable accommodation. And honestly, the room is like bigger than our Holiday Inn Express room in Seoul. Okay, so what are we doing today, Lisa? What are the main things we're looking for?
Food.
Yep, Sokcho is right off the coast of the ocean. So naturally, there's going to be a lot of fresh, delicious seafood in the area. They're known for a couple of different dishes that we're going to try. We're looking for some cold seafood soup. We're looking for fried chicken. It's supposed to be really good out here in Sokcho. And then also there's a dish called Sundae, which is like a squid pancake sort of thing, right? Oh, it's a stuffed squid. So that's what we're going to be looking for either today and tomorrow while we're here in Sokcho. So I think we're going to head over to one of the ports first and look for some delicious, fresh seafood. All right, we made it here to our first stop of the day. We're at Daepohang Port.
Don't say Daepohang Port. It's not the right place.
we grabbed a cab, and on Google Maps, it's just called Daepohang Port. But
don't use Google Maps, as I've said. Use Naver Maps.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier to use Naver instead of Google Maps. Google Maps works fine for like the trains and for like a little bit of walking, but Naver Maps is usually the way to go. But we're here at Daepohang Port. It's pretty cool looking. Look at this. We got like some markets just all along the waterfront here. And we're gonna basically just be wandering around here for a little bit, looking for some delicious seafood to eat. I think there's a lot of like good places for like sashimi
let's
style.
Let's go across the bridge first and then walk back.
Okay. Yeah, there's this cool bridge back here.
There's a people later.
So we're gonna check that out. All right, let's go explore. Oh man, Lisa and I enjoyed a delicious lunch here at Daepohang Port.
And even though we wanted a small snack, it was everything but that.
Yeah,
They were like, the smallest crab we have. And we were like, but like small. And then they brought out so much food.
Yeah, we were hoping to just do little tasters here and there of some like sliced raw fish and stuff.
They just had set menus.
Yeah, and the cheapest one was like 80,000 won, which honestly is very affordable for how much food we got. We got to we go up to one of the vendors and he's like, okay, I'll give you this fish. And he fishes one out of the tank. And he's like, I'll give you this crab. He fishes it out of the tank. And then, yeah, he prepared everything for us. And then not only did we get this fish and this crab, we got all kinds of side dishes, a bunch of
Another very tiny grilled fish.
yeah, some grilled fish, some shrimp, some sea pineapple. It was like a bunch of random assortment of seafood.
Abalone.
Yeah, just like a crazy assortment of seafood. Man, it was delicious.
Like it was.
And it was an adventure, honestly, too. Like, and at the end, we had to even turn down part. They were going to prepare this jjigae, a big old thing of soup for us.
We were like, where do you think that's going to fit in?
Yeah, we're like, please no, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it.
We'll pay you all the money if you don't feed it to us.
Right. We did get a really cool thing with they served the crab head. And if you want, we were like, are we supposed to eat this?
Oh, I tried to gesture that. Apparently my gesturing is like a little off because she took that to mean, could you prepare this for me a different way?
Yeah, so she took the fish head guts and sliminess and put it into a fried rice that ended up being delicious,
Like
though.
it was good. But
it was so good.
it wasn't the question I was specifically asking. But it's okay. But it's okay.
But yeah, so we are pretty full now. I do have a little bit of room. Luckily, there wasn't like a lot of rice with the food, so not super filling
Even less
food.
if I hadn't asked the crab
Yeah,
question.
true. But Lisa is pretty full. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna explore the city a little bit north of where we are now, and then we're gonna head into some of the other markets in Sokcho and try to get some hopefully smaller amounts of food to nibble on as we're wandering in the evening. So yeah, we'll see you guys later tonight. So far, Sokcho has been a fun little town, a nice little getaway away from Seoul with the hustle and bustle of the big city life. It's definitely a little bit smaller here, but there's still a good bit of things to do. We had a lot of delicious food today. We had so much good fresh seafood. So after we went to Daepohang Port, we hung out around the area around our hotel and just hung out around Sokcho Beach. Then we checked out another fish market, and sort of the same thing there. They had a basement where you could see all the tanks with live fish, and you could choose a fish that you want to eat and they'll prepare it for you. We did not eat any more seafood. This time we actually walked around nearby. They had a fried chicken alley to get some Korean fried chicken, which is spectacular. The chicken has this light sweet and sour glaze, but it's fried to perfection. It is so good, especially out here in Sokcho. So it's not super late right now. It's only about 8 o'clock in the evening, but Lisa and I have come back to our hotel here, and we're going to get an early night's sleep because we're waking up early tomorrow morning in order to go explore Seoul National Park nearby, doing some hiking there. That's going to be a lot of fun. So that's going to be in the next episode. But stay tuned to this episode because I think we're still going to have some more food adventures that I'll sort of tag into this one rather than making a separate video for that. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good evening. We are back in Sokcho after spending a day hiking in Seoul National Park. Be sure to subscribe to the channel because that's actually going to be the next episode in the series. Sort of jumping out of order here, but I figured I'd put all of the Sokcho stuff together. We are spending our last evening here in Sokcho looking for the last two Sokcho culinary specialties here, which are cold raw seafood soup and also Squid Sundae. Lisa, what is Squid Sundae?
It's just a stuffed squid.
It's a stuffed squid. So the Squid Sundae is like a specialty over in a place called Abai Village, which is an island that was populated by North Korean refugees after the Korean War, and they brought some of their food specialities with them. But we found a restaurant fairly close to our hotel called Sokcho, which has both cold seafood soup and the Squid Sundae. So we're going to try both of those out and then probably call it an early night because we are just exhausted from our hiking. So we'll catch you guys afterwards and tell you what we thought of Sokcho. All right, Lisa and I just finished up dinner. We were able to order both the cold seafood soup and the Squid Sundae as well. Lisa,
cold seafood soup in the winter is not what I was craving.
it is very cold. They are not lying to you with that name. So the soup is served to you in a bowl. You have this,
With broth.
yeah, there's broth at the bottom.
It's gonna be a liquid.
And it's beautiful. It's beautifully arranged.
Not a liquid.
It's beautifully arranged. It looks awesome. I was really excited. We started digging into it and there's like ice chunks in the broth. Oh, it's very cold. So you can tell we're wearing our big jackets. It's cold outside.
So I wouldn't, like, it was good, but it didn't hit the spot.
Yeah, we were definitely not expecting it to be as cold. I don't know. I was expecting more just like, you know, sushi level
Yes.
cold.
Yep, that level.
But it was icy.
Popsicle level.
Yeah, it was icy. Quick side story though. As we were eating the soup, because of our hiking earlier today, both of our faces are completely windburned and our lips are super dry and chapped. And I started eating the soup. I was like, Lisa, this soup is burning my lips.
It wasn't spicy. I need you to understand.
Yeah, right.
Just like, I don't even know.
A
why.
little tingle, and you're like, no, why are you doing this? And then I had a soda, and it did the same thing. So our poor chapped lips are suffering because of not having enough chapstick before hiking. What did you think of the sundae?
I did like the sundae.
Yeah, it had a surprisingly like meaty flavor. Squid is not my favorite food by
Hard
any
to bite
means.
through the pieces
Yeah,
of
it's
egg.
very chewy, and I really don't like the flavor of squid that much. The first piece that I had, I thought was pretty good, but it's very difficult to eat because the squid is so chewy, and then the filling just sort of pops out. So I tried eating
It's a little messy.
I tried eating an entire piece in one go. I could not chew it. I was like, oh no, this isn't working. So neither of the dishes were my favorite, but I am glad that we were able to try some local delicacies here in Sokcho. So we're heading back to our hotel now, and we'll see you guys there, and we'll tell you what we thought of Sokcho. All right, well, Lisa and I have made it back here to our hotel for our last night here in Sokcho. On the way back, we did find some more food. We got this like really tasty waffle dessert. Couldn't say no to a restaurant that had the words Waffle University attached to it, right? What did you think?
Is it a university for waffles? Or do you go to the university to learn more about waffles? That's what I...
Right. The waffle dessert was really good. Lisa had a ice cream sundae like
but
thing.
It was a cream cheese flavor ice cream. Well, I chose that. I could choose any ice cream flavor I wanted. It was delicious.
And then just as we were about to get to our hotel, we found another fried chicken restaurant. This one was a little bit different. It didn't have that sort of sweet and sour sauce.
They were like square. I think they were more processed. I've never had such cubular chicken.
It was pretty good though. They did give
It
you
was.
a little sauce packet to mix with it, and it tasted pretty nice. What was your favorite meal here, Lisa?
I don't even want to answer that question, but I do want to answer the question of, am I still hungry despite having 4 dinners technically? Yes. I could eat more food. I'm serious, I really could, Chris. Like,
Yeah, we just worked up such big appetites from all of the hiking that we did at Sokcho National Park. Again, that's going to be the next episode, so be sure to subscribe to the channel to check that one out. But
it's a lot of hiking.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, we also didn't have breakfast.
Oh, true. Overall, though, I was really happy that Lisa and I came out here to Sokcho. It's definitely a nice little 2-day trip away from Seoul, the hustle and bustle of the big city. One of the most...
I have thoughts. For a small town, it had a lot of food options. Like, I assumed it was going to be smaller, but there was like whole fish markets and restaurant rows and like, so it had a lot more food than I thought I was going to have.
What was your favorite?
It was the ice cream with the honey.
Ooh, that was so good. We actually found a little stall in the national park that had some of that as well, and it was
We had
again
twice.
delicious.
Twice.
It was like refreshing and sweet, but not like super sweet. My favorite food was, I liked the fried chicken a lot, but honestly the one that we had in Seoul was very similar to the one that we got here. Now I will say there is like a really well-known and popular restaurant for fried chicken here that we didn't get to try. They have like big white boxes that you carry out with you with...
We should have gotten that for dinner. That's how hungry I am.
Right, yeah, we contemplated doing it after we left the restaurant, but we're like,
Chris said it was the wrong way.
yeah, it wasn't
My
towards the
feet.
hotel, and our legs are
So,
just
no
jelly
chicken for
still.
me.
But I think my favorite was honestly the seafood from that seafood market. That was delicious from yesterday.
Ooh,
That was so good.
that was good.
So fresh. One of the more annoying things I would say with the city is, even though it is a small city like Lisa was saying, it's very difficult to get around without using taxis. So we had to take taxis a lot of places.
Easy to get around with taxis.
Yeah,
Like,
and they were
it's
cheap. The taxis were very affordable. Even the taxi from here in Sokcho to the national park was only 20,000 won, so very affordable. But that's just the biggest thing, is it doesn't have the public transport system that you get in like Seoul. So, but that was all right. Any final thoughts for Sokcho, Lisa?
I was going to sleep. Final thoughts for Sokcho. Ooh, the beach was pretty, and public restrooms are a yes, and gorgeous. Love it. Just there they are. That's a big deal to have good public restrooms.
Yeah, I definitely thought Sokcho was a nice little adventure away from Seoul. I would say it's probably a good idea to do 2 days or so at least, like we did, because we were able to fit a good bit in. I think 1 day might not be enough time to fully get to explore the city, especially if you want to check out that national park. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. If you enjoyed watching this video of us exploring Sokcho, be sure to give this one a thumbs up and ring that notification bell so you can be notified when our next episode comes out. And until next time, guys, cheers.
Just crying. You knew it was brittle. What was your plan there?